Hey everyone, I'm Eric. I'm a software engineer. I've been doing this for 14 years. I've been doing stuff with Angular for the last 6 or 7 years. And today, I want to play with light and dark themes. The last couple of days, I think it was just yesterday, I decided to try out dark theme. I have never actually played with that much. And so uh, I'm starting to, get that experience that I'm sure a lot of people are used to when you switch to something that's a light theme and you've got everything else as dark theme. It's like it's a jolt. Um, like it attacks your eyes with all the light coming at you, including my own web apps, because I've always just done everything with light theme. That's just the world I've lived in. And so I was poking around and saw that I use Angular material for my, usually for the UI of my web apps. And so I was poking around and learned that you can auto detect with just CSS whether the OS setting is for light theme or dark theme. And so I don't know. I just want to play with that. I want to try putting some different themes on. I don't know. We'll see. At least one of my web apps, and maybe more, um, and have it just match the operating system. So here we go. First things first. I want to find the um, the article. I think it was probably a Stack Overflow post. Angular material. There's a search history. Oh, it was a Medium post. Okay. This is probably what I looked at. And there was some code. Right, we've got. Okay. So this is the file where we're defining our theme for material. And we've already got. So the first app I'm going to try this out on is just this. I use, it's probably not the best thing security wise, but I use this little app I made for my passwords. And don't worry, you're not going to learn any of my passwords in this video. There's, or, or maybe I'm sad to break the news to you. You're not going to learn any of my passwords. But you can see the app that I use to generate them is this little guy. You know, it's very simple sort of hashing of whatever memorable things you want to type in. Um, and then you can see as you type what the password is going to be with that. So, you know, however you want to come up with memorable words to type in or something that is going to be unique for each thing that you have a password for. And then it'll just generate something here. You can click copy and paste it into the password field of that website or whatever. Anyway, I want to start with this just because it's really simple. And today I had this app. I use it as a progressive web app, so I have it just pulled up on my desktop like this, and on my phone and everything. And it was this bright white across this dark background on my dark theme, my new dark theme on my whole computer. So that's why I'm starting with this one. It's real simple. The app is. So let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Here's the file that should match this. So we've got primary accent and then the theme itself, where we call matte light theme and matte dark theme. And what am I doing? Matte light theme. Oh, perfect. So primary accent. Oh, I did a third one, which is warn. What do I use warning for? Oh, probably when you type this and then this doesn't match? No. There's nothing red in this whole app. I don't know why I even have that. Oh, it's just a default, it looks like. And then, depending on this media prefers color scheme, we do the include. Okay, so this include line at the bottom is where we choose between the two themes we built up above. And I'm wondering, let's start with not even not even choosing different colors, but just strictly doing different themes. So let's do PassGen light theme and PassGen, oops, dark theme. And it's interesting to me that these are inside two media queries. Like there's no like default. Does every browser and operating system support this? I'll have to look into that. So then instead of this guy, we're going to do either the PassGen light theme or the PassGen dark theme. Okay. Save. Well, that's not dark theme. Well, it didn't work the very first try. Why am I not surprised? Huh. Is this the file we should have put that in? The SAS mix in it, so it does have to be, yeah, it has to be in a SAS file. Maybe I need to restart the dev server to pick up this. It recompiled though, so I'm not sure. Maybe that's a progressive web app problem. We'll see once this is done. Yeah, see, now it's still a light theme. Well, I read this article earlier today and thought, well, that's going to be super easy. We're not getting anything from cache. Let's just really sure, because it's a progressive web app, let's just be really, really sure. Clear out everything, do a hard reload of everything. Yeah, that didn't do it. Okay, what if we... Right. How about that? Oh, hey! Dark theme. Okay, cool. Why is it white all around the edge? The coloring looks fine inside, but we gotta fix the outside. Where is that color even coming from? That's the... Oh, weird. Where do we get the color from? Maybe we... Yeah, once we're in here, we get the background color from prefers color scheme dark. Maybe we need to get some sort of material component to stretch the full viewport so that, you know, it'll pick up. Right now, I think it looks like the first material component is this card, and it's not, you know, that's the extent of what's currently in dark theme. So, okay, that's fair. I guess we should go to the material docs and see what options we have for layout. Oh, here, layout for what do we use in material to stretch the full screen? This used to be broken down by like a specific layout section. Where do I find that? Components, guides. There's... Huh. Maybe they took away that categorization. All right, well, I guess we'll have to wade through this. The card is what we have now. Ooh, grid now, grid list. We don't need a grid of anything. We could play with it in case it happens to work, but let's keep looking. Or maybe there's just some CSS we could put on the the body that would pick up the material, whatever, if it has a default background color or something. Table. Slider. The only actual component that looked remotely interesting. Oh, you know what? Let's do side nav. Even though we don't have a side nav, I do know I have some experience with that, and it does have you make some things full screen. So maybe there's something to learn from that. And then the other one, what was it? Grid list. We could do a grid list of size 1. And that could even be, maybe that could be the way we center things. Right now I think I'm using raw CSS to get that centered. Margin auto. Yeah, look, I just added this width and the margin auto directly in. This is clearly a CSS rule I added in my app. All right, and then I do want to go back to that theming section because it would be even better if there was a nice way to have material take over just the background of the whole document. In fact, let's do a quick search for that. Angular material document background color. How to set app background. 47 votes. Oh, good. If you want to change the theme's background color for the entire app, you can override the theme. But this is talking about just changing something called background color. I want to know how to matte app background. Yeah, thank you. Not the answer to your question, but I guess many people, like me, will end up here searching for how to set app background color. And do you have a link to where does this come from? Matte app background. Is it in here somewhere? Matte. I just want to see this in the official docs. Oh, look at this. Finally, if your app's content is not placed inside of a matte side nav container element, yes, you need to add this class to your wrapper element, for example, body. Perfection. That's going to be the easiest for sure. Add global style to this file. And that's exactly what we're doing. So body. Oh, wait, no. We're not adding that. We're adding it to here. Matte typography and also matte app background. Hey, all right. Now, that's fantastic. Let's next see this actually change with the OS setting. Which was somewhere in here. So that was personalization and then colors, and then let's switch to a light theme. Wow, I didn't even have to refresh. Oh, there. Back to light theme and dark theme. Ooh, that Windows is kind of slow to make that change. But oh, that's so slick. That's so slick. Okay, now I want to see this work. We didn't need those. Oh yeah, upvote. Thanks. I want to see this work deployed as the actual progressive web app. So like, oh yeah, and I'll even try it on my phone. Oh, that'll be fun. Okay. So to get this deployed, let me deploy it to one of those fancy preview channels. So I deploy my apps with Google Firebase hosting. And there's some fancy command to do Firebase deploy channel preview. Now I'm going to go look up what it's actually supposed to be. PassGen hosting. Whoa, hosting channel Deploy? Oh, hosting channel deploy. Okay. I had the word channel in there at least. Channel deploy, and then we give it a name, auto theme. And this is going to... No, that did not automatically recompile the app. So let's do an ng build prod first of all. If you do just a regular deploy, I think it compiles your app as part of the process. Oh, that's it. Okay. Yep, that's an ng deploy. This is a Firebase deploy. That's why. Of course, how would the Firebase deploy command know how to compile an Angular app? All right, and then let's redeploy. And now we have this temporary URL where we're hosting the app without affecting production. And yeah, we certainly have the dark theme there, so that looks good. I'm trying to get back, there we go, to my, flip my OS settings and see that work again in production. Well, in a, I guess this is what, like a staging or an acceptance environment? Nice. Oh, and I like that it has a nicer color for the, excuse me, even the light theme background, because I'm actually putting material design in charge of it instead of being in charge of it myself with zero design skills like that. Okay, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave that open for next time. Oh, that's cool. Now I should be able to open this on my device. And I'll have to hold it up to the... Well, I could get this up and running and screen share it again. I've done that before. So you can see what I'm seeing at least. What's happening? Okay, so now if we go to devices, how do I get, isn't there, I thought there was some nice shortcut somewhere to, there we go. Send this page to my phone, please. Okay, there we go. And then that should come up here and we can inspect this guy. There you go. Okay, so you can see here it is on my phone from the review app, or from the terminology from my work. And now I have to figure out, go into my phone settings. Theme. Nope. I've got a Huawei phone. If you know exactly where to find the, set my Android app to, my Android device to dark theme, go ahead and let me know in the chat. Display? Well, the internet knows. I can certainly just search there. You know, I'm just assuming that light theme and dark theme is even a thing on my phone. I've never actually played with that before. I'm about to Google it. Let's just look one more. Yeah. So let's do Huawei dark theme. Yeah, how to activate dark mode. That's exactly what I want to do. Install an app? No. Does Android light dark theme application, implementing it in your application? Is this not a thing? I mean, I'll give up real quick here. I don't care that much about getting it to work on my phone. This is all about implementing a dark theme. I want to set. I assumed that you could do that in the OS settings like you can on any desktop device nowadays, or any desktop computer nowadays, but two ways to turn on dark mode in Android 10. I don't know what version of Android I have, but battery saver. Android Q to dark mode. Oh, interesting. Okay. A settings app. Settings display theme. Okay. Display wallpaper, view mode, font size, screensaver, brightness, sleep. Okay. I'll just check one more thing. Theme. Okay. Well, that part was failed. But we got it working for the, I just wanted to see it work on my app. I didn't really, on my phone. So that's good. Let's deploy that to production. And we'll get rid of all this stuff that I've been in the, what? Go away. Close. So let's do a real deploy. Don't need the dev server anymore. We're done with that app and we can move on to the next one. The weather app, I don't think would be a good idea. Well, we could pull it up and see. Oh, my Sudoku app. Oh, that could be interesting. I do have a couple of custom colors in the Sudoku app. I do in the weather app as well. So that's why those are, not quite as simple as this one, where I literally specified a color of nothing throughout the entire. Oh, done. Cool. Throughout the, nowhere in my code did I specify a separate color for anything in a template. It was just purely from this material theme file. Oh, I should probably commit this, auto detect light versus dark theme. That's really cool. We changed, that was some leftover thing from before. That's matte background. That's great. Nice tip to learn there. And there's the actual work of it. And so let's try the weather app. Uh-oh, I have a change here. Oh, I remember this. I don't know why I still left that in there. We shouldn't have any changes. Yeah, we can just roll all this back. That was a failed experiment from earlier. All right, so we want to find, let's first of all see this thing up and running. So here's our weather app. And I'm concerned, I don't want this background to turn black, because this stuff on top of it is with chart.js, the library that I'm using. Oh, so this is a weather app. We can turn on, we need a location. We can see all the different conditions graphed over time. We can go out to like a week-long view or a 3-day view, see the temperature come down, even during the day tomorrow. Wow, it's currently 48 degrees here in Michigan, and it's dropping It's going only down, down, down until, what is that? 1 a.m. tomorrow night. Okay. Um, anyway, you can see I've got all these colors on there. And I mean, we can do a quick test of what it would look like without any fanciness, just to switch it to a dark theme. Oh, how did we even... Oh, custom theme. Here we go. Um, let's just strictly... Looks like I have this in 2 places in this file. Let's just try that and see what it looks like. Matte light theme. Okay. That should reload in a... should be rebuilding. Oh, there. That's not as bad as I thought. It's not great. It's not great. But it's not awful. I'm so surprised. I guess in the light theme, I think that can work. I think I can get used to that. Let's check out like the menus and stuff. Yeah, these are fine. Ooh, that looks terrible. Oh, that hurts my eyes. These links. The text is great, but those links. Oh. I'm surprised material doesn't... Alright, we'll have to look into that. But this is doable. Alright, so let's start by making it auto choose like we did with the last one. So we want to do something similar. Ooh, I did this in 2 places. I don't know. I don't know how well this is going to work. Here we can switch with the media query easily enough, and oh, not there. Here, and choose between light and dark theme. We should be able to do it right in here too then, right? Maybe? Let's find out. First of all, we can do this part. That was the secret sauce, to have the media query check the OS setting for light or dark theme. Oh, I forgot. I was going to check and make sure that let's do can I use of prefers color scheme. Prefers color scheme. Internet Explorer, it does not work. Does anyone... is that a thing anymore? 1% of global users. Okay. I want to say that Angular officially stopped supporting... like you have to opt in to support IE now instead of opt out. Like it's... because they're, you know, Microsoft is on Edge. That's a deprecated, or at least outdated browser, even from Microsoft. Where would that have been? Browser list. Not IE 11. Okay, so I'm comfortable. I'm just going to follow Angular core team's lead there and say, okay, I'm not going to worry about IE either. Opera Mini, 1%, 0.1%. Whoa. What is this? I don't even know what it is, and it has a bigger market share than IE. UC browser for Android. Okay. All right. Great. I guess I'm comfortable using it then. All right, so we want to do something similar to this, but in the weather app. Here. Right, so we're going to need the light theme and the dark theme. Whoa, I've got this open on both sides of the page. And then here, this is just going to be light theme, and this one is the dark theme. Okay. And reload. We're in dark theme. If we pull back up our OS settings and switch to light theme, bam! Sweet. Cool. Oops. Oh, I didn't mean to close that. Does it feel like that got shorter to you? We lost some padding somehow. How did that happen? Let me switch back to this in case there's some variable that some CSS variables that I sort of overwrote there or something. Something fishy is going on. And then, I don't know, let's just put this down here and see. You know, I'm curious, what difference does it make if I use light theme there? None. Huh. I can't remember what I did with that. This was a long time ago. We have some, we're using the material mix theming, what do you call them, functions? Or I don't know if you call them functions in Sass, but anyway, they're essentially functions. Mix-ins or something. You know, I'm curious why we define both of these out here instead of inside here. I guess that's all defined. It's all getting into the final CSS anyway, because we saw that it auto switches between the two. I was thinking like, well, if it's dark theme, why compile all this? But that's not the way CSS works. It compiles it all. Compiles is not the right word. It parses it all and gets it all ready for you. The browser does right from the beginning. I think. I assume. For each condition in condition palettes, include the core theme and the slide toggle theme. Maybe this is just some boilerplate I found somewhere so that I don't include all of the CSS. Maybe it's this thing. Include the theme styles for core and each component used in your app. Alternatively, you can import and include the theme mix-ins for each component that you are using. I don't understand the difference. Let's see if just searching for this turns up what the heck that is. Where did I get this from? What is this? No results. What was I even doing? Yeah, show my Git history. Show history. Oh, not the, well, yeah, sure, that's good enough. This is the very first time, and I did not have it there. Oh, condition, condition, condition. Oh, it's coming back to me. Condition. This is my, okay, got it. I understand what's going on. I remember what this is, finally, after seeing that last thing. The condition palette must be coming from here, conditions. These are the weather conditions like rain or snow, or rain or what am I? Wind and temperature and those conditions. That's what it's talking about. So for each one, okay. And so to see the difference between light and dark, we need to go to these slide toggles. These guys. So that's kind of white right now. When I turn it off, maybe that's the key thing. Let's turn half of these off. It's kind of whitish. The hover effect is kind of blackish. All right, and then that's with light theme. Let's switch it to dark theme. Yes, now they're darkened. Okay, so that does actually make a difference. Okay, wow, that took a while to remember. So now let's see if we can actually pull a similar trick inside this loop. This is the light. I don't know if this is going to work with, I'm not that strong on, yeah, that gives us undefined variable theme, because the theme is now, I guess, scoped inside of there. All right, so let's just put the whole thing inside, I guess. See what that does. Okay, yep, and it's dark. And if we get back our settings that I foolishly closed earlier, color, let's go to light theme. And now it's kind of white. Okay, I want to make sure that that's actually changing. Background is FA. Too many. Go back to dark. And now it's, oh, beady. Okay, that worked. Awesome. Okay, that's great. Um, Gosh. Now, we lost padding on everything, and I don't quite know how I managed to do that. Let's restart the dev server and totally restart the app and make sure it's not just some weird thing that happened during in the middle of recompiling this or that. How did... That's white. The snack bar didn't follow the theme? That's surprising. How did we lose padding? What did it change that could have affected padding? Let's stash this. Auto theming. And see if it comes back and if it's truly my fault. The padding is back. What on earth? Oh, I see. It's like the opposite color. In light mode it was black, and in dark mode the snack bar is white. Okay. Bold choice. Bold choice, material team. So we unstash, we get all of our changes, and what of these changes caused... Let's comment out things one at a time. So if we just switch back to, we leave everything else the same, but we just include the light theme. Do we have padding? Yes. What if we only include the dark theme? We still have padding. What if we put the dark theme in a media query? We still have padding. What if we have a media query without including anything? We still have padding. And if we put just that one line back, we lose padding. This might be an opportunity. I would like to... Does media query have like an else, or like not somehow? The first color scheme. I want to read a little more about this from MDN. Prefers color scheme from... This is the website to go to for documentation, if you ask me, for about, from the browser, for HTML and CSS and that sort of stuff. If you have resist fingerprinting, this is always light. Okay. Wow. See, I'm looking at this and my eyes are going like fried because all of this white, now that I've gotten used to that dark theme. It's a really interesting experiment, and it's good. It's good for me to, like, get experience with users who prefer to have the dark theme, and I feel like I'm expanding my, my abilities as a web developer. So it's only light or dark. Ah. So they set one theme like this, and then they override it with a media query, which feels more like what I expected. So that would, I assume, be more like this. So we're going to have all the normal light theme defaults, and then if this matches, we will override all of them with the dark theme. Maybe. Let's see. We got our padding back. Skirted around that problem. Don't have to figure out what was going on there. So our dark theme is looking good. And we should still be able to auto switch on the fly, which is just really cool, to a light theme. And even our conditions are white now instead of gray. Yeah, I feel even better about that. Definitely sticking with that. Cool. And now, this app has tests. So we could run our tests. Test server, go. I wonder if we could even write a test for what we just did. That would be an interesting experiment. I have no idea if in a test you can like essentially stub out mock the media queries in the actual CSS itself. That's a good little research project. Okay, so we've got our test server running. Let's run them. Yeah, looks like all the tests are passing. That's great. Love it. And it ran in dark mode. And this I'm having too much fun with this now. We can switch to light mode and we'll see the tests actually run. I'm going to switch it halfway through the tests. Oh, I find that amusing. Okay. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Jasmine test mock media query. How to set media queries with Jest, that should be similar. Use the width of the window so it reflects. So it reflects to media query. And what does someone say? Medium screen. Query. That looks like it's mocking an actual JavaScript function he has, and I don't have any JavaScript involved in this whole thing. How to test styles in media queries. I don't even know if it's possible. Let's do unit test CSS media query. Testing media queries programmatically? No, that can't be Jasmine testing. That's like in your JavaScript you can run a media query and get the true or false, and that's what they're calling testing the query. Unit testing CSS and responsive design. How about that? How do we write a unit test? Yeah, exactly. Ooh, an iframe. That's testing a width query with an iframe. That makes sense. That doesn't help us with our problem though, which is not as easy as just setting the width. Okay. This looks like he's saying, basically, if you absolutely need to test the CSS rule, then you're going to have to do like a protractor test. That's still not going to help for us because we have basically an OS setting that that we have to change. We can't just like change the whatever, the window size or something. But even for something simpler, it sounds like it's going to require something like that. Okay, that's not a surprise. And I'll just give up on that. I don't. I feel okay. I don't often actually write unit tests for my my CSS. Right, I accidentally clicked on my previous app we just did and realized that I should sort of simplify and improve this the same way. Okay. And down here again, I feel better doing it, feeling like this is a default in case, neither of these match. So then it would work on IE. I wonder if I have IE. That'd be a fun experiment. It would render in light theme. That's all I would expect it to do. I do. All right, all right. Oh, whoops. Come back. So if we go to, what is it? Localhost 4200? Localhost colon 4200? Oh, whoops. Oh, you're killing me. HTTP localhost 4200. Oh, that doesn't look like a weather app, does it? Oh, I've got all kinds of other problems. Okay. No, but I'm pretty happy with this. I'm pretty happy with this. Let's go through that same process. Let's try putting it on one of those preview channels with Firebase hosting. And see it in a more production-like environment. I'm feeling confident. I don't think there is no possible way this could be broken in a staging app. It works on my machine. Obviously, it's going to work on this. I don't even know why I'm going to trouble. I'm being sarcastic. That's the kind of thought process that gets you into trouble. I do feel pretty confident that it's not going to cause us any issues, but it's still nice to double check before we actually deploy to production. And unlike the password generator, which I assume doesn't have anyone else using it, I do know that I have users on my weather app, and I want to make sure that I'm not going to break anything for them if they happen to visit the page just after I deploy this. So then we do Firebase hosting. I'm going to guess again, then look up the right answer. Hosting something channel. Deploy channel. Theme. Auto theme. And then let's see how I did. Hosting, channel, deploy, auto theme. Hosting. Oh, so close. Oh, that's not a flag. That's just an argument. Nice. And if we pull this up, we should get from production a dark theme weather app. Oops. Oh, that. Oh, right. And that reminds me, that color reminds me, we had this nightmare to deal with. Right. See, this. Good thing we didn't deploy to production. Ha. Okay, we can get rid of this one. We want to find out, I don't know, angular material link color in dark theme is terrible. Text color, font color, color is awful in dark theme. See if someone thinks exactly. Oh, thanks for applying my fixing my oh gosh, sorry. Sometimes I need to stop trying to you know narrate my own actions because sometimes I can't do that and think about whatever I'm seeing at the same time. Why is no one talking about this? Ah, maybe this does. This is angular material. It says to use the accent color for web links. Oh, this is closed. He just said you can color it yourself and closed it. Okay. We can put a class on the link and see if that does it. If I apply it to an anchor tag, it does nothing. Ooh, closed with, ooh, what's this? Anchor should inherit theme to support colors. Okay, so maybe the problem is that my accent color, maybe it is working right, and this is my accent color? I don't know. Where's the color coming from? It's not white. This was in 2016. So if we have an anchor with some theme name. Oh, so maybe I just have to figure out how to properly do link tags in material. Angular material link, not button, just an actual link. A link component. That's not the Angular one. Should I be using a component to do my links? There's not one called link in here. Tabs. Mat anchor directive. Oh, material. Oh my gosh, this is for Angular 1. Well, that doesn't help me. Angular JS. How to use my own styles? No. The accent color should be used for links, it says in the material specs, and yet that doesn't appear to be happening. Anchor. Ah, here we go. This is for Angular, and it's open. Okay. Oh gosh. I think we're finally getting on a better track. I can see the use in having a generic way to apply the theme colors to arbitrary blah 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 blah. Matte color accent. I mean, style tags using color primary, accent, or worn. If you put color primary, it does nothing. The link tag stays ugly. Thank you. What is the use case or motivation? Huh. Do we have any others? All right, let's just get in and try and do it ourselves now, since all this Googling has turned up nothing. First of all, I should be able to come into this about component. Let's start there. If we go to the about component and just open the CSS. Oh, CSS? Oh, apparently I didn't do... well, here. Let's just do it globally here, first of all. So... I need to close this one. I keep opening the wrong editor. Let's just do something like anchor tags should all be color white and see if we can even do it from here. Okay, and now let's have it. We pick the accent color. How do we get weather accent? Didn't like that. Because it's a palette. Matte color from the accent. Matte color from the accent. Oh, that doesn't look so bad. And maybe I can just do it globally like that. I don't see, it doesn't appear to have messed with anything else. Are there even any other anchor tags? Oh, how do I match a full word? Can't do that. Those all look good. Those all look good. This all... we still have that weird color going on. I don't know what's up with that. But I'm pretty happy with just doing this, I guess. My editor is frozen. Okay. Well then. Hopefully my computer's working and you can still hear me. It looks like my streaming software is still doing okay. Well, after that technical difficulty, we got that working. I'm pretty satisfied with it. I checked out the whole app to make sure there wasn't some other thing that was an anchor tag that then had this. I suppose if material was already trying to set the color for any other anchor tag, they would have a lot more specific CSS for it. It would be the anchor tag inside of this MD style class, which is also in this other component. So I think that's probably pretty good. Good. And can we do anything about the focused color of this input with dark theme is awful. All right, so thumbs up to you and you. Oh, I already did thumbs up to him. Okay. What did I just say I was going to search for? Oh, I don't know if I said it, but I want to search for whether the focused color of that input, angular material input color when focused. Looks bad with dark theme. Oh. Oh. Maybe Google actually figured out. Oh, this is 2018. Black. Yeah, what color is it? What color is it with the light theme? Maybe it's just for some reason not switching. It turns sort of purple. I don't know where it gets purple from. That's not in any of my color palette. I don't think. Unless it's this indigo. Maybe it's primary. Maybe this indigo. Can I see what color that actually is? Oh, one of all of those. Let's change it and see. Let's change it to, I don't know, white. Matte. Amber. And see if that's the issue. Hello? You know recompile? Oh, I restarted dev server. I restarted the IDE because it crashed, so I need to restart the dev server. Ooh, that's a different color. And this, yes, it turns this same color to match the bar up top. And if I switch back to dark mode, okay. So I've got just an actual problem with the colors I chose. This was matte. What did I say? Indigo. And that ain't working for us. We need something that's a little more middle of the road, not too close to black, so that it doesn't, I don't know, it just didn't work. I don't know. We could try. I don't know. We could just try blue. It's not a very fun sounding name, but oh, blue. That's going to be close to our accent color, blue-gray. Oh, that's too bright. Oh, that's the same. I think that's the same color we were using in the password generator app earlier. Let's try. Can we just lighten this somehow? Matte indigo. But I feel like there's some built-in way to like pass these things. Let's go back to indigo. But this matte palette takes, yeah, like shades, lighter, darker. 500, 100. So instead of 500, let's try 400 and see if that helps us. Oh, that is definitely brighter. I don't... better. Better. Fiddle. Time to fiddle. Ooh. Well, that's no good. $300. Maybe those aren't things. Where's this? What is this? 700 was a thing. Let's try that. Well, and then it looks like we could just take a number without the A. Maybe we should try that. Let's try just, yeah, what do we do if it's just 400? That actually does something for us. Okay. That kind of makes it more pastel. And that's not great. 5 was the default. Let's go to 6. So that was darker. Now it should be brighter, or is it vice versa? Okay, vice versa. Why does it feel like those colors don't actually match? 3949AB. Uh, 3949AB. Okay, it's definitely the same. mean, that's the carrot color, but I think it's probably... Oh my gosh, can we give this like focus somehow? No, because that's all probably done with JavaScript. Right, so this guy, when we have keyboard focus, doesn't do anything. And this label, when we have 3949AB color. Okay, yep, verified, validated. That's exactly what's going on. Creates a map of hues to color hues to colors for a theme. This is used to define a theme palette in terms of material design hues. And we're using the default. Darker, so we get a bigger number to go darker. We need it to go lighter. So let's go, what are we at right now? We went to 6, so we went to 4. Gosh, let's try 300. That's going to make it quite a bit lighter. And now that's very visible. I don't really like it as much up here. 350. Oh, maybe it has to be a, I don't know, a sort of round, a multiple of 100. I'm going to stick with this. That's good enough. That's enough fiddling, and I'm pretty happy with it. And let's just make sure it looks okay when we're on the light theme. Yep. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Cool. And our... Ooh, that looks nicer. I like that accent color for the links. Good. Let's get this pushed up to the review app, the preview channel. And I have to remember this again. Firebase hosting. Deploy channel or channel deploy? Channel deploy. Auto theme, we called it. That should still be here. Auto theme, yeah. Okay, it looks like I got it right. Hey, okay, so now if we refresh this guy, first we're going to have to wait to the count of 10 because this is a progressive web app, which means in the production environment, it loads whatever it downloaded last time from a disk cache, even if you're offline. And then 10 seconds later, it goes and checks if it should update all of your assets. And now it should have the ones we just downloaded. So those are looking good. But they weren't really a problem in light theme before. They were a problem with dark theme. And they're still looking good. So I think we are good to deploy. Since this is a real app that people actually use, let me run the tests one more time, just to be really sure that I didn't break anything. And then let me review the diff. That's just some setting. Light, new dark theme, auto applied if that is your OS preference. Right, so that's the same. We added this one for that. Yeah, that's looking good. Let's go run those tests. I'm digging it. I am digging it. And push it up. We can stop all this. We can deploy. And I'm gonna be just call that a stream, and I'm happy about this. This worked out well. This was a fun little exercise. It was sort of a whim because I saw that that Medium post earlier today that this was even possible to do. I hope you enjoyed seeing it, learned something yourself. If you are on YouTube, down below I will put links to the code that we just wrote and the apps that we looked at. I don't think the weather app is open source, so I'll put the link at least to the password app. And yeah, we will check the real production weather app now. In fact, we should be able to check it here. I just pulled it up. This is the installed progressive web app that I pulled up as if it was almost like it's a native Windows app. So it should have had time to update itself now, and so if I open it again, we're in dark mode. Oh, look. I need to add, okay, nope, there is one more thing to do. This bar up here I set, material doesn't have control over this bar up top, and I had to manually set it to match the color of this bar. So we need to fix that. That would be, so first of all, let's get that color. It's going to be this 5C 6B C0, and then that is in, I think, a manifest. Where do I have a manifest? Yeah, this guy. Theme color, let's make it that. Background color, I guess I'm gonna have to leave as the white theme default. That's going to be the color when you launch the app behind the icon. That's interesting. This I can, oh no, I can't do it on my phone because my phone doesn't have a dark mode. I'll have to ask someone who has a more recent version of Android to try this out on their phone. If you go to weather.simonton.app, try it out and tell me what it looks like. Okay, so how can I test this? It's going to be just as fast to redeploy it as it is to try and test it manually myself, assuming that it works right. I think it should. Because it was previously, yeah, that's got to be it. That looks like a lighter hue of a similar color. B to C, 5 to 6, 3F to 5C. Yeah, that's definitely the correct color to have tweaked. What? Is that done already? Okay. We wait 10 seconds for it to re-download the assets because it's a progressive web app and that's the way that works. Maybe that's been about long enough. No. Let's wait longer. I wonder if I have to uninstall it, if this got memorized by my system. Let's uninstall WeatherGraph and then go back to production and install it. No. Let's see the manifest. Oh, what just happened? Oh, this is localhost. Oh. Maybe we have to uninstall it from Chrome. That would be uncool. Manifest. Theme color is 5. Shouldn't that match the title bar of... Open. Well, that's disappointing. What else could be setting that color? Maybe that's somewhere else. Let's look at this old color and see if I have that anywhere else in the source code. Aha! There's a theme color here too. I bet you that's the problem. 2 different theme colors. Oh man, that's no fun. Theme color here. All right. Let's deploy again. All right. Wait for 10 seconds. Hey, okay, there we go. All right. Nice. And users are not going to have to reinstall to get that update, which I was afraid of for a moment there. Great. Check out my weather app. I made this because it is a graph from a weather app that I was using, a similar concept. And I loved it. That's the whole reason I used that weather app. But that particular app, the back end would go down enough that I got frustrated, and I went searching and searching for other apps to use on my phone that would have that same graph, and I never found one. I like to see, this temperature changing over time. It really helps me see not just the high and low, but like, in the summertime, the graph is kind of shallow, and in the spring and fall it goes way up. It peaks at a similar high, but then drops way down, and it's only warm for a small part of the day. And it just helped me really visualize that clearly. But then once I made my own, I found all kinds of benefits. Like I'm pulling from 4 different weather sources, weather predictions, and I can compare them like this and sort of get an idea what they're all saying, all in one graph. I can toggle just the conditions I want real easily. And now I've got this on all my devices because it's a progressive web app. I've got it on my laptop, I've got it on my phone, I've got it on my, everywhere. So anyway, weather.simonton.app, and you should use it. Not that I get anything out of that. I just accept the joy of seeing that people are appreciating my work. Um, but that's going to be a wrap. I guess we do need to still commit this. Fix, match the PWA title bar theme color to the new primary color. Thanks for sticking around. I hope it was interesting. Leave me comments, thumbs up, follow me, etc. Subscribe. That helps me feel like, people are finding that gives me a reason to keep doing this. I think I said this already, but links in the description below if you're watching me from YouTube to all this stuff, and if you're watching me on Twitch, thanks for being here. I've got there'll be a link in YouTube. There will be a link to my Twitch channel as well, and I've got a schedule on there. Right now currently I'm streaming on Tuesday nights, but then lots of times in between. Tuesday nights for sure. If you want to make sure to catch me live and be able to write in the chat and interact with me, that's fun. But anyway, I'm gonna take off. You guys have a good day. Happy holidays if you're watching this live, and happy coding.